Hey, this is Keith Keppner from Keppner Boxing, located in Doro MMA in Athens, Georgia. This is Ace Samples, former bantamweight amateur champion. We're going to show you basic stance and the most important punch in boxing, which is the jab. So let's start off with stance. Now, have you ever shot a gun before? A rifle. So act like you're shooting a rifle. Good. Now, shoot a rifle at the camera. Good. Now, you don't want to be on a line on a tightrope because you lose lateral movement and you're on poor balance when you throw your right hand, etc. So let's take this back foot, move it a little bit over to your right. Good. Now you have good lateral movement and good balance. Now with the hands, take your hands and just bring them back to your body, elbow in. Good. Another way to look at hands is just drop your hands by your side and act like you're just curling away. Good. And you have your palms facing you. So when you throw out your punch, you get to turn it over and you get that power off of it. You don't karate punch, you lose power, it's not as effective. So now you make sure the chin is down, so you protect the soft tissue of the face, because if, raise up, you get hit here in the chin, that's very bad button, you'll get knocked out easily. Up here high on the head, it's a lot better, trust me. So shoulders relaxed, everything nice, loose, relaxed, knees lightly bent, feet flat on the floor. Don't lock your legs, just nice and loose and relaxed. So now, let's start off with the most important, like Mike Tyson said, the most important punch in boxing is a jab. So now if we square off, Ace square off me, like fight me. Good. Now, how is Ace going to get to me? He's going to get to me with that jab. He's going to step in behind it and start with that lead hand. It comes quickest and it sets him up for all his other punches. So now step in with your jab. Good. Now if you notice, when he steps in, he pushes off the back foot and brings it with him. Now back up. Now step in with the jab and leave the foot behind. Okay, good. Do it again and leave the foot behind even a little bit more. Step a little bit further. Good. Now he throws his right hand. It doesn't make it. Now if you were to bring his foot under his butt, now he throws it. It definitely makes it. He gets more power, more twist. So important to bring that foot behind. Another thing too is if you leave the foot behind, you lose the weight of the foot. If you bring the foot with you, you get the weight of that leg, and that equals a harder jab. Right? No punch in boxing is an arm punch. Every punch involves the body. You step with jabs and you pivot with all the other punches. Okay? So now as far as leading with the front foot, push off the back foot, lead with the front foot, make sure you don't go heel first because that's 2 steps. Bam, that's no good. You step and plant immediately. Don't go heel, go a little bit ball first or flat first. So demonstrate that. Very good. Back up, do it again. Do it one more time. Yeah, very good. Now, with the arm, it's important to start with the shoulder first, pick up the arm, and then extend out, turn it over, squeeze tight. When you're throwing punches, think about almost throwing a baseball in a guy's face, but at the end, you're catching a baseball. Don't be tense or tight until the end of the punch, okay? Loose and relaxed. You watch any great champion, they're loose and relaxed. Good. Nice. Now, another important thing to remember is with the arm, it's important to shadow box. That's about the most fundamental important thing you can do, because if he throws a jab on somebody and he misses, okay, he needs to make sure he's on balance, not leaning. He needs to make sure he doesn't hyperextend his arm and hurt his elbow. Notice, turn it over. Notice it's bent. It's not straight out like this. Straight out like this is too dangerous. He's going to end up hyperextending his elbow at some point and hurting himself. You want to have it bent, locked before it ends. It also actually equals a harder punch. Okay, bring it back. And now notice he breathes out as he punches. That's not just for show or for fun. That's the way you breathe when you throw punches. You don't hold your breath, exhaust yourself, keeps you relaxed, and it equals a harder punch. Good, back up. Nice, loose, relaxed, shoulders down. A lot of people have a tendency to start picking those shoulders up before they throw or tense it up in the middle of combination. You just need to stay relaxed at all times. Good, back up. Thanks. Okay, so now, the reason why the jab is the most important punch is it gets you there. It also gets you out of there as well. And it's also your range finder. It's like great Chuck Bodak said, it's like a stick to a blind man. Okay, so if Ace, back up a little bit, if Ace throws a jab, and it's long like that, he knows he can land that right hand. If back up, now get your stance, throw your jab. If it doesn't land, he throws that right hand, it's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make any other punch. So he knows what he has to do, right? You throw another jab. Oh, now he's there. And now he's in range for the right hand, and he's in range for the hook. See, now, go back to your stance just right here. Good. See, now when the jab is out there, if it's a long jab, right, and it's fully, almost fully extended, he knows he can only land those straight punches, right hands, and other jabs, right? Now, if he tries to throw a hook, it's not going to make it. So he knows from how his arm is bent what his range is. You take another jab in, now the arm is more bent, and he can land the hook. Very good. And now, let's go over the other movement with the jab is to take a step back. If a guy's coming at you, you use it to stop him coming in, set up your other punches. Now, the same thing applies. Instead of pushing off the back foot to come forward, you push off the front foot. Okay? So watch closely. Good. Now, important thing that everyone makes a mistake in is when they push off here, they try to catch themselves, and the foot ends up way too far back. You still put that foot under your butt, so you have that power. Okay, so come up here. Good. Bam. So that's the basics of the jab and basics of stance and range. We'll have a new video next week. See you next week.